breakfast in silence. It still happens. This is 50 years into this. And it was just so wonderful. Have some time in silence where afterwards you don't go pick up the newspaper, you don't turn on the TV and watch the news, you don't get your phone, you don't get the computer out, but you're just still in attunement with God. You may read some spiritual book, some paragraph from something for your day. You might listen to some of the Ananda music from, there's Ananda radio. You may have your own music on your device, but you need a bridge from meditation that I'm still in that consciousness of upliftment, of drawing insights, of drawing inspiration. So many times when giving talks and various things, just at that last 15 minutes of meditation is like the floodgates open up. And I have, oh, this story, that story is good. This is a good example. Oh, that's good. And I just afterwards go and write them all down. And you'll find that if you just have that time, that's also a grace moment where you have the time where God is trying to talk to you. And then when you're more quiet, you're more still, you're more open, you're more relaxed, you're more uplifted. That's when you can, your antennas up. That's when you can grasp, okay, these are the thoughts for the day. Okay, I need to talk to these people. Okay, I need to do this. And I think many people in Gurgaon, they get messages from me early in the morning because that's the best time, right after meditation. Why don't you do this? Could we do this together? And on and on. And so that time is important. And then you also may take some more time in silence. Go for a walk. Go outside in nature. Feel the vibration of the air around you, the sunshine. You may walk. I go to the park. Sometimes I take my shoes off and I walk on the grass and just feel myself as a part of creation, as a master would look out at the disciples and everything around him. And he said, oh, you're so beautiful. Just light everywhere. If you knew how beautiful you are. And he said, everything is filled with light. And he would be in 29 Palms at his retreat place and say, this is the kingdom of Om. And just feel the vibrations. And so many people, the children don't even go outside. It's so sad. Everybody's on a device somewhere. But just to get outside and just listen to God's voice in the trees. And then where I go to Lodi Garden, there's, different people just hugging a tree. And I just think it's just so wonderful just to commune with God and nature. And then afterwards, when you come back, then feel, okay, now I'm ready. I'm ready to go out into my day. I'm ready to take this vibration. And God is guiding me. His thoughts are guiding me. His intuition is guiding me. Now I know what to do. Now he will be showing me the way. And I love this wonderful story of when I was coming onto the path. I wasn't quite yet at Ananda, but I really was wanting to, I was wanting to know God. I didn't know God. I didn't know anything about God. I didn't know anything about religion, but I wanted to know something to help my life. And I remember one night I just prayed all night long and just show me if there is a God. And the very next day, now I wasn't meditating then, but I was praying, and I was praying deeply, and I was looking for an answer. That's the thing, you have to be looking. You can't just say, okay, nobody hears me, nobody talks to me. Master said God hears all prayers, but restless ones he can't hear at all. So you just have to be looking, and I was seeking. And the very next day, I went into a store and I saw this little book, maybe as big as this book. And it was at the checkout counter at the store. And I saw that book and it said meditation. Now, I lived in a rough area of Los Angeles. Let me tell you, nobody was meditating. This was in the 70s. And nobody knew about it. Nobody knew about karma, yoga, India, nothing. And I went in that store and I saw that book. And I know it was the voice of God saying, buy it. I just looked, meditation. I know something about meditation, but I didn't know anything about meditation. So I get that book, and I'm just at my lunchtime at work, and I go and I'm sitting on a bench outside reading that book, and I see, oh God, look how they're sitting straight. They're sitting. Oh, these people are meditating. And then lo and behold, what happens? I look down from me at another bench at the park, and there's somebody sitting there and just sitting with closed eyes, and the spine was straight, their head wasn't bobbing up and down. I knew they weren't asleep. And I just went, oh my God, that guy's meditating. I had never even seen anybody meditating. And I looked at the book, I looked at the fellow, and I said, that guy's doing what this guy's doing. And I rush over and I said, hey, what are you doing? And I'll never forget, the fellow's eyes was just so peaceful. I just loved that face. And as he opens his eyes, he says, I was meditating. And I said, I'm just reading this. Honestly, that was the first answered prayer in my life. I thought, this is amazing. I said, I got to learn this. Within 1 week, this is grace, the divine grace. On 1 week, I learned not master's techniques, but I learned TM. And soon after that, this man and his mother, they were teaching meditation. They give me what? Autobiography of a Yogi. And then I just took off from there. And I remember the thought of, where's my family? I was going to another organization. I just felt, but this isn't my family. I mean, I said, where's my family? I had a spiritual family somewhere. And I prayed for that family. Where's my family? And then someone said, Ananda. It was in my head, go to Ananda. And this is all divine grace from deep prayer, deep meditation. And I remember Swamiji, when he said he was looking at Autobiography of a Yogi for the first time in that store in Uptown, New York. And he put the book back down and said, it's a Luther Burbank, an American saint. There's no American saints. Well, there are a lot of American saints actually, but maybe there weren't many then. But Master went and he made lots of saints. So he puts the book down and then he tries to leave. And then he said it was a day or so after, he was there near that bookstore again. And he said an actual force turned him and pushed him in that direction of buying that book with the thought, you need to buy that book. Now, where did that come from? He was seeking, he was praying. I don't know if he was meditating yet, but he was surely seeking. And as we seek, God begins to show himself. He shows his hand. Talk to this person, go over there, go in there, buy that, look over here. He leads our lives. And finally, I love the story of Master when he was looking for these, he was looking for stained glass windows for the church that they had at Hollywood Church it was. And from meditation, he knew Divine Mother sent him to a particular place. Amazing story. He knew exactly where to go to find the stained glass. Stained glass wasn't available anywhere. It's the middle of the war. Master goes and there's the owner, and he says, I need stained glass. We don't have any. And Master said, well, you might have some. Look, can you just look in the bag? He says, no, we don't have any. I told you we don't have any here. And so Master he just keeps going. He comes, he finds another worker. He said, the guy is just completely bowed over from years and years of unwillingness. So he goes over, he says, well, can you help me? I want to find some stained glass. I think it might be in the back. He says, boss say no, must be no. And that's how most people are in life. They don't even try. They don't even try. Listen and try. Master said to look from the spiritual eye, put out your prayer, and then feel from your heart, and then do something about it. Look, put out a prayer demand, Master said, then feel in your heart, Divine Mother's leading me here to that person, hither and yon. And then act. And so this man, Master just kept trying. He gives the man some money and says, here, take this $5. And the man says, okay. So the man goes and he master said, go here, now turn left, go over there. And the guy goes and he said, told you, boss said no. Must be no, because he couldn't find it. Master said, move this rubbish, move these things away. And the man said, I said, boss. And master said, move the things. And he moves the things away. There's the stained glass windows for the Hollywood church. Do you see? He was guided inwardly. He was guided intuitively. He was guided by God. We have to be guided. Feel the divine presence is guiding you. After meditation, take step by step into the guidance of Divine Mother, and you will find miracles start to happen. I want to close today again with an affirmation that all of Ananda is practicing worldwide. So I'll have you inhale and tense your body. Exhale once more. Exhale. Please repeat this affirmation after me. Heavenly Father, thou art present in every atom, every cell, every corpuscle, every particle of nerve, brain, and tissue. I am well, for thou art in all my body parts. Heavenly Father, thou art present in every atom, every cell, every corpuscle, every particle of nerve, brain, and tissue. I am well, for thou art in all my body parts. Heavenly Father, thou art present in every atom, every cell, every corpuscle, every particle of nerve, brain, and tissue. I am well, for thou art in all my body parts. Heavenly Father, thou art present in every atom, every cell, every corpuscle, every particle of nerve, brain, and tissue. I am well, for thou art in all my body parts. Now, silently, Heavenly Father, thou art present in every atom, every cell, every corpuscle, every particle of nerve, brain, and tissue. I am well, for thou art in all my body parts. Feel yourself surrounded in light. Let's practice Om Tat Sat again. Om Tat Sat. Om Tat Sat. Feel God's energy and light are all around you. Om Tat Sat. Hands touching front and back. Om Tat Sat. Visualize a powerful light all around you and running through your whole body. Om Tat Sat. Om Tat Sat. Om Tat Sat. Om Tat Sat. Let's rub the hands. Send out the light, protecting your family, friends, loved ones, your area where you live, all around India, and everywhere in the world as we chant Om. 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 Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. God bless you. Have a wonderful day.